Welcome into the era of AI. Hello there and welcome back. So right now, what we're going to do, we're going to complete editing our video by picking up from where we left off. So I'm going to keep listening to cues in the video.
To Dinkin, by the way, he sends me this picture and he says,
right, he sends me this picture. So at this moment, he says he sends me this.
To Dinkin, by the way, he sends me this picture and he says,
okay. So at this moment, I'm going to cut it. Now, let's try to go a bit faster. I'm going to put the cursor at the beginning of this scene. I'm going to go right here, and I'm going to look for, let's just say, send message video, because at the moment he's talking, he's basically talking about his friend sending him a message. So a message video, or a picture, actually. So we need to go ahead and find out a video that relates to that. So pretty much here we have this particular video. This one looks pretty good. So I will go and I'll just simply download this very short video like this. And we're going to use this video in our CapCut video. So once the video is downloaded, I would like you to go back to CapCut and then click on the import button right about here. And you've guessed it. We just have to go to our downloads because the new video is right there. And basically, I'm going to have to drag this video right about here. And I can just go ahead and click. First of all, let me speed it up a little. And then I can crop the extra part to fit. And I can remove this part and put this video in. Now notice it was not put in perfectly because it was not cut perfectly. So I can cut it a little bit more, place it here. And then it leaves this hole, which we can fill like this, and we can keep listening.
Gas prices in Nevada. Okay, did you see that picture?
All right, gas prices. Okay, so I'm going to cut from this part. I'm going to come here at the beginning, and I'm going to go ahead here and look for gas. A video around the topic of gas. Gas. Right? Free gas 4K HD stock videos. These are all free. And they're related to the topic of gas so that we can give people the allure that, you know, this is about gas, right? So, well, this is not perfectly the gas that we're trying to talk about, but let's go back here. Let's look for example, for gas factory video instead of the gas that we found, which I didn't like that. So let's scroll down here in these videos. We can find some free video. Oh, this is the only one that we could find for free. So I can use this. This is pretty good. It's basically a motor. So motor works on gas, and that's also pretty representative of the scene that we are creating. So I'll just download that one right there. Head right back in here, and then I'm going to click on the import button, like so. I'm going to head right back into the downloads, double click so that we can paste this in. And then basically I'm going to drag this right over here. I don't need to make it faster than it is. I just have to crop a part. So I'm going to move my cursor right about here. And then I'm going to click on the video that I've added, make sure that I crop, remove the excess, remove this part, and then drag this over here. There you go. Now, let us go ahead and click, increase the size of this particular video, make sure to fill everything, and then listen.
Okay, did you see that picture or no? Yeah. Did you see what the numbers were? Tyler, I'm going to try to send this to you.
Okay, so at this moment, he talks about prices and stuff, so let's keep listening.
Which Mac you want me to send it to? VT MacBook Pro? Okay. So see if you have it to show this.
Okay, so the moment he talks about prices, right? So gas prices. Let's listen back.
Sure or no? Yeah. Did you see what the numbers were? Tyler, I'm going to try to send this to you. Which Mac you want me to send it to?
Okay, so at this moment, I'm going to cut. And I would like to show a stock video that basically showcases the price increase or prices increasing. So I'm going to go back to Google and search for price increase video Pixabay. Okay. Then I'm going to click on that particular video, and then let's choose a video where it shows the prices increasing, okay? Because that's what the video is all about. And they're increasing, but they're negative. So it's a negative increase for us. Positive increase for the people that own these factories because they get to make more money. So if I click right here, you can see this is a pretty good video that we can utilize. Let me go ahead and download this right like this. And we're going to simply use that in our design. So let's get right back here. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on the import option right here. And I would like for you to go ahead and add this video right here. So I'm going to drag this video right about here. And we can go to the speed option, increase the speed of it. Well, not this one. I'm sorry. It's let me go back by clicking the go back button. It's this one. This one is the one that I need to increase speed for. And I can move my cursor at the end of the scene and then crop by clicking on this cut button, remove the excess, remove this scene, drag the new scene instead of the old scene, and make sure that I increase the size of this until it fills. And so right now, let's go and listen up carefully to the video. All right, let's keep listening.
VT MacBook Pro. Okay, so see if you have it to show this. Okay, tell me if it's coming to you or no. It should come right now. You got it? Take a
Okay, so here he's going to show his screen. Let's
look at
focus.
this, okay, this is gas prices in Nevada.
Okay, so at this moment, the moment he shows this part, I got to be a bit careful. I need to zoom in. I need to zoom in. And then basically the moment this starts, the more you zoom in, the more you see these little frames. And that was going to help you make up when the scene starts. I'm going to cut right at this moment. And what I'm going to do simply, I'm going to move it slightly here. Because when he's going to start showing the video, you'll notice that he's going to zoom in.
Okay, this is 2 days ago. $8.25 for regular price of diesel.
We need to be able to still see the prices of the gas.
$8.25.
Right. And at the moment he basically starts talking, when he's basically surprised, we need to add what we call an SFX sound effect. So let's listen again. Right. Let's actually, first of all here, when he zooms in.
Nevada. Zoom in a little.
Right. Zoom in. So the moment he says zoom in, I would like you to go here to basically what we call this is, we call them SFX sound effects. And if you click on audio, you'll find some audios, and you can search for audios, or you can use Pixabay to download an audio of a zoom effect. But here, if you search on the audio, here, if you click audio, search for zoom or camera zoom, there's a sound effect that goes with the zoom. If I click on the sound effects here in this section, and if I go and search for camera zoom sound, this will show us, or will basically offer us, a couple of camera zooms that we can utilize. We can also use a special effect with the zoom. But first of all, let's find this. This is a camera focus sound. Let's listen to it. Let's listen to this one as well. Well, actually, let's use this one instead. So the moment he zooms in, I would like you to drag this audio right about here. It's going to move slightly to the bottom because audios are below the cover. And if you zoom in, we can actually crop the first part where there is no sound because that's empty. There is no sound waves. And now if we listen up right now, it's going to be different. Listen up.
Zoom in a little bit more.
Okay, so that's a zoom. Now let's go ahead and add a effect with the zoom to actually showcase that he's basically zooming. So if you go to effects and if you search for a zoom or a camera effect, you'll find it. But I would like to go right here, search for lenses. There's a couple of lenses here that we can utilize. And I think I can use something interesting. Well, actually, I'm going to click the TV ones instead. And here we have a lot of these camera types. I'm just going to use this one, drag it right here, drag the effect right about here. And it's showing it like a camera, right? So, and that's pretty fun, but I don't want you to do that for a long time. So we just put it for a little bit right after the sound completes, because this also needs to be decreased, because the sound, if I zoom a little bit, the sound ends here. So you can see the waves. The sound of the camera zoom focus ends here. And now notice that we've added this beautiful effect.
Zoom in a little bit more. Okay, this is...
And you can see that that looks pretty cool, right? So now let's keep listening.
Okay, this is 2 days ago. 8.
The moment he says 2000, he's surprised. We can go to Pixabay and we can find some interesting sound effects, like a boom sound effect, which is going to work perfectly for this application. So I would like you to search for boom SFX sound Pixabay. Free, copyright free. So here, let's click on the first option that shows up. Let's actually listen to this first one. This one is pretty good. So I'm going to download that sound effect, and I'm going to go right back into our CapCut video. And I would like you to click on the import option. I'm going to click import again. I would like to go to the downloads option, click on the large underwater effect, and simply drag it right about there. Then if I can zoom in a little bit, you can see that we've added the sound effect, except for I need to make sure that I crop the unnecessary parts and then place the sound effect right here. Also, what I want you to do, you can control the sound by moving this up and down, or you can use this on the right-hand side to lower the sound volume. And if you listen to this now,
25 for regular price of diesel, man.
And you can see that the sound effect matches pretty well, right?
825, 840.
And we don't need to keep that part right here. All right. So now let's keep listening.
873, 890. Okay. So do you know when I watch this, what I say? It's okay. I'm not affected.
Okay. Let's listen.
Me. Yeah. But you know when I look at this, what I say? Who the hell can afford to
okay.
pay 8?
Pay. At the moment he says pay, we can go ahead to stickers. Here there's some stickers that you can use. And of course you can go to more and more details. I'm going to take a sticker right about here. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with that sticker. So let's go and take a sticker from here. Wait a second. Look for the topic of money, or look for money stickers. And we shall find some stickers that we can use. So here we have a lot of stickers. Now I'm going to utilize this one right here. And I'm going to put it right about here. And as you can see, it shows up right there on the camera. And with this sticker, we need a sound effect to go along with it. Okay? But first of all, let's put it here. Also, let's put it down. And you can click on the animation side right about there. And here I'm going to add an animation, which is a bounce in.
825.
And I'm going to add an animation, which is a bounce out. When this finishes, I'm going to basically crop this a little. And then let's go back for a second to Pixabay, search for cash register SFX sound Pixabay. And here we have this first one. Let's click on that. Let's click on the first one. Listen up. Let's click on this one. Let's click this one. This is the one I'm talking about, so I'm going to download it. Okay. Now, when that money shows, we need to show the sound effect that goes with that. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead. All I'm going to do, click import. Import again. Go to the sound effect. Click it. Upload. Drag it right about here. And then make sure that you control the size of that sound effect. Lower it a little bit. And now if we listen to this.
I say, who the hell can afford to pay $8.25? Hey, son, can you come visit me? Haven't seen you for 2 weeks. Mom, you're 18.
Okay, I could have made the video a bit longer, but that's pretty good. Now, we've added all the scenes. We've added pretty much all of these things. Now here, I missed to make this bigger. My bad. So I'm going to have to actually make it bigger. Now I want you to do the following. I want you to go right about here. Click on Adjustment. Right about here. And I would like you to drag an adjustment right about here. The adjustment is going to actually allow us to control the filters, the colors of our video. So I'm going to click right here on the adjustment. Click. It will take you here in which you can control the temperature, the tint, the saturation. Add just a tiny bit of each. Add some exposure, some contrast, some highlights. Decrease the shadows. Add some white light. Decrease the shadows here as well. Add some brilliance, sharpen, and add some clarity to the video. And most importantly, add a vignette of 20 like I did here. This will add a cinematic effect. And of course, if you want to know the difference, see the difference. So this is before, this is after, right? This is before, this is after, and it looks entirely different. So if I apply this to the entire video, it's going to make it look significantly better. Now for the interesting part, let's go to the transitions. Let's click on transitions here. We're going to add just one transition. I don't want to add multiple transitions. I'm going to add this one. So I'm going to add a transition here between first scene and second scene. Okay. I'm going to add pretty much the same transition between this scene and this scene. I'm going to keep adding this transition in between the scenes. All right. Like that. Here. And here. And here. And here. And here. And I don't think there is any more. And you can see right now, this makes a lot of sense. So now that we've added the transitions, I would like you to click on the captions section. And on the captions section, we want to add some captions. So there's auto captions. Choose the language. I'm going to choose English and click generate, in which case this is going to generate automatic captions. There might be some mistakes in the captions that need for us to go and to check them out to make sure that there is no grammatical mistakes. But other than this, there's pretty much nothing else to do after this. So we're just going to add the captions, a subscribe at the end, as well as a very simple music in the background that we can put. Okay, and we're going to do that later. But first of all, let's wait a second here until this all loads. So as you can see, the caption was added. It's pretty good. So now what I'm about to do is I want you to go to captions, make sure that you don't click out, because if you do so, it will unselect the captions. And read carefully here, read the captions carefully. Make sure that you don't find any mistake here. Read them. If you find a mistake, correct the mistake. You can correct it by rewriting. But fortunately, I can see here that there is no mistakes. So, okay, so let's just keep going. As long as the captions are good, let's just keep going. And I think, all right, here there is some mistake. So it's not 8 to 8, it's 8.25, not 2 points. So we have to correct this mistake. Make sure that it is 8.25, 8.2049, and so on and so forth. And here, let's just keep going. It's not I'm not affected by it. But you know, okay. Let me actually just remove that part. And then here, this also should say 8.25. And we could add a dollar symbol here so that we can symbolize that this is in dollars. Sun come. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Now I want you to select all of the captions like this. Make sure that you click here on text. Make sure that you click on templates. And then make sure that you do what I'm about to do just now. So what I'm about to do right now is very simply, I would like to choose a template from these that we can use that goes with the video. And personally, I like the quick. This is a quick, it's called the quick template. You can use pretty much any one of those. The ones that have the pro element on them are pro, which means that you cannot use them for free. So you can only use the free ones. The free ones are these that don't have the Pro tag on them. Personally, I think I'm going to utilize this one. It's a Pro, but I have Pro version. If you don't have Pro version, just use any one of these free versions. It's equally good. And then make sure that you drag the caption slightly to the top. The reason why you want to do this is for a simple fact that if you don't do that, at the bottom, they're going to show your logo and a subscribe button here on YouTube or on TikTok, and this will hide the caption. So move it. This will move all of the captions to the top like this. All right. Now that we have captions, we pretty much have all of the rest of the elements in perfect. Now let's go to Google and let's search for a music that goes along with what we do. So I'm actually going to say finance music or finance music Pixabay, and we need to use no copyright songs that do not infringe copyright. So here, let's just watch, or let's just listen to this first one. It doesn't match. Let's listen to the second. Let's listen to the third. If you want to use this music, you can actually click to download, in which case this is going to be downloaded and we can go and use it for the most part for the first parts of the video. And that's exactly what we're going to do. But first, this has to load. So I think it finished. Now let's go back to CapCut. As usual, click on the import option. Click import right about there. And then I need to make sure that I click on this music, double click to add the music, and then drag the music right here. And of course, I need to cut the extra part at the end by clicking and cutting the audio, cut the extra part. Then I want you to click right here on the music and make sure that you reduce the volume to a minimum level. And at the beginning, I would like to fade in, add some fade in, add some fade out. That will basically loosen, or basically at the end, it will basically do it in a natural way instead of just keeping it like that where the music stops brutally and abruptly. And so here we can actually play this video from scratch. We can watch this.
When people ask the question, they say, how did inflation happen? Okay, how did inflation happen? Yesterday, Dinkin sends me a picture saying, hey, should I call you Nostradamus or whatever? Because, and shout out to Dinkin, by the way, he sends me this picture. And
actually, let me just
shout out to
pause it for a second, because you can see it doesn't match, because I'm putting so much strain on the computer right now because I'm both editing a video using CapCut, which is a software that uses a lot of CPU. Plus I'm using Camtasia, which is another software that uses a lot of CPU. So first of all, let's get this thing rendered by clicking on the export option here. That will take us straight to export this video and get it ready. So let's go ahead here. Let's click on frame rate, 60 FPS. And here I want you to select the file where you want to export this to. And then make sure to name your video. So I'm actually going to say inflation explained in minutes. And in the next lecture, I'm going to showcase to you how you can actually use ChatGPT to write the video title, the description for your video, as well as the tags that you can use along with that video. And also, we're going to show you how you can design a logo plus a banner for a finance YouTube channel. In case you're interested to create a finance YouTube channel, you can apply the same knowledge to designing another type of channel. Of course, this is just an exercise, but you can apply it across the board to different channels. Hoping that you got something out of this, and see you in the next video.